Everyday Expeditions, Episode 1. My grandfather was a fisherman, both salt and freshwater. Tarpon on the fly, snook, bass, or pike, didn't matter. He fished right up until the end, sitting motionless in the boat, shirtless, barely able to move and with his pants pulled all the way up to his chest. He would look at me with a slight smile, knowing he was making the last moments count. My father followed suit. He didn't travel unless there was hunting or fishing involved. Better yet, both. We would fly to the territories, then fly some more, and a bit more. Remote, cold, and exposed, but it was tight lines all damn day. Eagles and bears and fresh fish cooked on the islands, standing in the smoke of the fire to keep the relentless bugs away. And now the tradition lives on with me. You might think it was my father who taught me the ins and outs of understanding our scaled friends, but the truth is, it was my mother. She taught me about the dry fly, time of day, the hatch, and the reward of just going. She also taught me to shoot, how to clean birds, and then how to cook them in the slow cooker, wrapped in bacon and jalapeno, as they should be. These moments, these times were not large, grand, or extravagant, but they were telling, and they lasted long enough to still provide the influence of a way of life, a way of seeing, and a way of knowing how fragile it all is. These were our expeditions, quiet, daily, and irreplaceable. We never went high, or far, or deep, but we went, time and time again. At 51, I feel my mortality, but just barely. A long ride will take a bit more recovery time. A long hike might mean a new and unusual pain, but the battle with time is tooth and nail, ground glass, elbow shots, and a general theme of fight dirty, because there is still so much to do. At some point, I will walk the Himalaya. I will search for the snow leopard. I will disappear into my mind and yours, lost in the ice and stone. At some point, I will float the Ganges, or the Amazon, or the Mississippi. At some point, I will cycle the length of the Americas. I will start pedaling in Prudhoe, and I won't stop until my tires hit Patagonian soil. But for now, I must undertake the realistic and the attainable. With this in mind, I bring you the Everyday Expedition. The trips, rides, hikes, adventures, or missions that are doable with a 9 to 5, doable with limited time, limited resources, and frankly, limited abilities. There is beauty in small. There's beauty in appreciating the things we have come to learn to unsee. There's beauty in knowing the details of the people, the places, and the things that we take for granted. There is beauty in close to home. Today's mission is trout on the dry fly, 2 hours north across the border, once, then again, as the road goes from tarmac to dirt to Jeep trail. The van rattling apart over washboard and dust so fine it works its way in around the sealed edges of door and window. The first signs of fall are here, vibrant in blood red and backlit yellow. We are alone. The hatch is studied, decisions are made, flies are tied, and the dance begins. Low water, long casts. The strikes come quick and decisive. There's a feeling of success, but not so much from the landing of the prize. Just being in this place feels like victory enough. There's a fragility here, veiled in stillness, quiet, and the detachment from the noise of daily life. We don't need to know everything. As the day loses the battle with night, we're greeted with fire and stars, satellites visible as they track us creatures down below. For the moment, we aren't worth watching. We are unremarkable. We are simply coded in a life of seeing and slightly doing. I don't know what it is, she whispers to me. Out here, I feel that all I need to do is sit and to listen.